Well, I was going to publish my video. I'm still going to publish it. This is actually going to go in the very front of the video. Yeah. This one ate them, apparently. It's the only one that has poo, so... The first time go around it was the male. This time it was the female. I was initially going to call these two Sun and Blake off the two Ruby characters, but since they just did this, they're going to get the names of Worthless Number 2 and Useless Number 2. You're both useless. If I want to try raising up Fry, I'm better off with my Bettas. I just gotta get a female Betta. Worthless! Seriously, you two are pathetic. You're actually doing so well up until now. Worthless angels. So these two currently hate me, which is understandable. I took a divider, and more or less just divided the whole tank, as you can tell. Though the tank lid's not really on because of the little light I'm using is going up against the little rim of the divider, but I have a water movement in front of the eggs. Hopefully they spawn. It's all dirty as hell because, like I said, I put a divider in there and I had to catch this guy so he wouldn't eat the eggs. I got a tank for him, so he's going to be fine. It's just that these two hate me now. Yeah, you hate me, don't you? So here's hoping this works. So it's the next day. They're still kind of hating me right now. I think mostly they just want food. But I got one dud at the very bottom. That little white speck is a dud. So far, everyone else is actually doing just fine. I don't see any other duds, though it's only been probably like 12 hours. I'm hoping Saturday night or Sunday morning I'll see something. But what am I going to do with these two if I actually have viable fry? Well, it's pretty simple. I'm going to temporarily put them into this little 5.5 gallon tank. I'm going to do a gravel vac, make sure the bottom's as clean as possible, make sure the water is nice and clean as possible, and put them in here until the fry grows out. I could put them into this tank here, but this little guy would be a problem because he's a koi. And since he's a koi, he more or less acts like a goldfish. So the nitrates are going to be too high for the angelfish, and I don't want to lose those two. So I'll just end up putting them in here until I figure out what I'm going to do with the fry if I have viable fry. Of course, if the fry are all does, then you won't see this port. Then you won't see me putting angels in this tank. But the one thing that's nice about a lot of these tanks, including this one, is that I just leave them alone. So the water is incredibly clear. And of course, sorry about the haze you're seeing on the lens. I did try to clean the lens, but there's only so much you can do. I've also gotten rid of this tank lid here. Actually, I need to chuck it anyway. This tank lid is so ungodly nasty. And what I've done is I put Mr. Betta into this cup, into his own little cup, that way so it can have heat and whatnot. I'm going to do a water change in his cup in a little while too. And I just more or less just duct taped my LED light strip I got from Walmart a while back onto the tank lid. I've lowered the water so none of the fish can jump. And of course I just had the filtration running at full max. Normally what I'll do is I'll actually have this covering the outlet of the filter, but if I do that it'll make a lot of noise, so I'm just going to let it run like this. My little double tail doesn't really like it, but I have it. But right here is an area where the water's calm for him. Everyone else is doing just fine though. Oh yeah, my flower horns are doing great. Though the male really wants to get to the female. Clearly shown by this little hole he's dug up. He's also dug a little hole where he sleeps at night. He's moved these fake plants around. I don't know if the female's really done that much since the female's pretty freaking small. But I know this one here has moved a lot of stuff around. And of course I did pull the dead plant out, the dead leaf that was here, but this one, I don't think I can pull it out yet. Maybe I can, no I cannot. It'll have to die for about another week, or this leaf will have to get this leaf here will have to get yellow for about another week before I can pull it out. It's still trying to grow back, but I don't think it's going to make it. Also, this guy had a prolapse, which I didn't know could happen to fishies. But he's doing just fine now, clearly by this. This is leftover shrimp. So he is passing stuff through his system normally now. And my cat wants love and affection again. So what I ended up doing also was moving two of my more prominent fish in my 10-gallon out in the living room, plop them into my tank that's on top of my computer. Because for me, this tank is kind of boring. I got one Betta that just lays around a lot, and I got 3 little random things that just hang at the bottom all the time. These 2 little guys are constantly moving around. And actually they're both male and female. Well, I think I do. Or I think they're both male and female. At least one of them's a female, because I did see them breeding in the 20 long when the angels were also breeding. And of course, old Hi-Tet here is kind of just checking everything out, flaring and whatnot like he should. Of course, I do need to have better lighting in this tank, because the only 2 lights I have in here are these things, and they really don't brighten this tank up like I want them to. Well, his fins are a little bit on the nip side, but overall he's doing fine. And there you can actually see his true colors. For those that somehow are new to this channel or come across it, that's what Hi-Tet looks like. And of course, if you watch him across Delta, you know exactly why I named this one Hi-Tet. Now, the tank that these guys came from, the temperature and everything is exactly the same. But I'm still gonna let them sit for about 30 minutes and then plop them in there. And both the rams are in. Poor Hi-Tet has no idea what to do. But the rams are more or less checking everything out. Poor Hi-Tet. Where are the 3 little randoms? I don't see my little 3 randoms. Oh, they're right. No, one of them's right there. Alright, so it's day 2. Hopefully the zoom on my iPhone can let you see how everyone's doing. We definitely got a lot more duds. But I think I'm starting to see some little itty tails out of some of the good ones. So hopefully we have a good batch. And of course, mother and father are kind of in the I need to get to the eggs and eat them. I need to get to the eggs and eat them because I'm stupid. So yeah, mainly the mother. I'm also getting a new computer up and running. Well, actually, this is actually a pretty freaking old computer. I got this from my father's friend. He more or less just gives me a bunch of these computers just to mess with. Some of them I could just tear apart to gut them, and some of them I just put back together. This one was from him. This is my little AMD potato. I recently also got this thing right here. As you can tell, it has ID and SATA cables. This motherboard right here and this computer right here was built in the transitioning phase from IDE to SATA. So this is one of those little awkward boards. This thing has a dual core processor. It's one of these, about like a 12-year-old processor. Let's see. It also has, I slapped in my 750 Ti. I have a 1 TB hard disk and a 64 gig SSD for the main hard drive and whatnot. So I'm just sitting here letting everything get up to date, and I'll be using this to upload my videos now too. My fish videos on with. And of course, I'll occasionally play a few games on this computer too, because I do have a 750 Ti inside this thing. And yeah, my camera skills are horrible. And of course, the RAMs I've added in this tank are doing great. That's one of them. The other one, I have no idea where it is, but Hi-Tet is somewhere in here. There he is. There's good old Hi-Tet. Oh, they're both back there. Well, they're eyeing that thing for spawning. I know they're male and female because they have spawned once. Though I didn't get anything from the eggs, but I do know they're male and female, and I do know they're capable of spawning. That's actually another reason why I put them in this particular tank, because this tank, compared to what they initially were in, this tank is calm. Not much movement. You just gotta worry about Mr. Betta or Mr. Hi-Tet, these three little randoms. This tank is very soothing and more or less will be perfect for them to spawn as they decide to spawn. Well, day 3 duds. So I'm just going to let them do their thing. Once they're done cleaning all this crap off, I'm going to do a water change, put my Betta back in here, fix the sponge filter because the little tube is not exactly in there. Probably replace the filter fibers, or the filter fiber, and that's about it. I mean, next time they spawn, I'm just going to leave them alone. Sorry about the lighting, but yeah. Ooh, that one torn up pretty bad, so hopefully now it won't move again. You know what? I'm gonna move that plaquette into the 10 gallon with the angels, and I'm gonna move this guy into here because I know I know this guy's not gonna jump. That poor little bed that's getting torn up by a jerk. So yeah, I got him in here now. Well, he's not as beat up as I thought he would be, so that's good. And again, sorry about the lighting. I actually have the power for the LEDs disconnected because I'm waiting to get a tank lid for this. But once I get a tank lid and the LED set up properly, then they're all gonna be reset back up. Really can't see him, but Jerk Betta's right there. There's father and there's mother. They're tending to what's left. They'll eventually eat them, but Mr. Betta is hiding now. I think the two big angels put him in his place like they should. Teach that guy a lesson not to do that. Of course not. Of course, if I see any beating going along between the Betta and the angel, or the angel and the Betta, I'm gonna move him into another tank. I got another tank ready to go, but I won't put him in here for now. So I'm sitting here getting my secondary computer up and running. Yeah, I got 2 of these things. Before you say anything, these are crap computers. They're really not that good. I just want to get them up and running because I like to see what I can do. But I actually have a live fry in this cluster right here. I got a few, as you can tell. I removed the divider because I didn't see anything. But now I see something. And now they're actually guarding it. And they're actually doing their job. I also removed the Betta, by the way. It was getting hardcore bullied. This is where I have the Betta right now. It's in a little 5.5 gallon in my kitchen. I'll move it into a different tank, but for right now it needs to recover. It's been through a lot. I don't know how well this will show up, but I got fry in here that are viable. I got a few wigglers. Got a few down there. I got at least 3 over here that are currently being blocked by the fin of my angel. This is the male, by the way. But just because I have viable fry doesn't mean these two are going to eat them. They've done it. I've had angels do that in the past. Right now, though, they are doing their job and they are guarding the eggs, which is what I want. But yeah, don't hold your breath. If I actually have viable fry, I'm going to be amazed. Well, I already have viable fry. I just don't know if these two little numbnuts are actually going to eat them or not. Okay, it looks like the father is fanning, so that's good. Well, got me in the glass lid today. Now I'm in the process of setting up the little back plastic piece. I'm gonna have to build me some new LED light deals, and put on the what do we call it, the little lid, the little grip thingy. More or less just rebuild these. So I'm actually just gonna upload this video today, and this part is gonna be at the end because this video is already long enough, I think. And it's probably going to be at least a couple days before they start spawning, and I want to upload this video of them, I'm guessing, being good parents. But yeah, the cluster's actually gotten a little bit bigger now since last time I recorded. They're slowly cleaning off the filter, I mean not filter, but the heater. And they're guarding their eggs, and they're guarding the fry, and whenever they fall off, they catch them and spit them back up, which is a good thing. I really can't wait to see what the fry actually look like when they grow up. That's if they actually properly take care of them.